Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's pre-order prices. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so we got the official pre-order prices from Games Workshop in USD and Canadian dollars. Let's jump right in and take a look at what's coming and what it's costing. So first we have the Warhammer Underworlds Spitewood set. So this is a new expansion for Warhammer Underworlds. You will require a copy of Emberguard to play this game. So we have the Warhammer Underworlds Spitewood expansion, and that is coming in at $85 USD or $100 Canadian. And it's going to have the Spitewood rulebook and then also some tokens. You're going to have your cards for the warbands inside, and then your card packs as well. And then we also have the two new warbands. So we have the Kurnoth, you're going to get 3 of them, and then we also have the Hashut, you're going to get 5 of them. So pretty nice models right here, cool new expansion. I do suspect this will be relatively popular within the Underworld scene. And then moving on from there, we have 4 new boxes for Warhammer Underworlds. Each of these boxes is going to feature 4 of the previously available warbands. With those warbands, you're going to get the new updated fighter cards to be able to play in the new season of Warhammer Underworlds. So first we have the Seekers in Shadow, and this is the Order package. And that's going to be coming in at $102 USD or $122 Canadian. You're going to get the Stormcast Eternals. You're going to get the Dark Elves. You're going to get the Lizardmen. And then you're going to get the Sea Elves. And then next we have for Chaos, the Reavers in Ruin. And again, that's going to be coming in at $102 USD or $122 Canadian. You're going to get the Dark Oath. You're going to get the Skaven. You're going to get the Slanesh. And then you're also going to get the Nurgle. And next we have the Morbid minions for Undead. You're going to get the Zombies with Necromancer. You're going to get the Skeletons with the King. You're going to get the Flesh Eater Courts. And then you're going to get the Ghosty Boys. And then last but not least, we have the Goliaths and Gitz. So first we had the Ogres, then we had the Goblin Wolf Riders, we have the little Troggoth and Friends, and then we had the Gitz Warband. So 4 new box sets, each containing 4 of the previously available warbands, and then also the cards for those respective warbands. And at $102 for each set, this comes out to about $25 per warband, and then also includes the new cards for the warbands. So pretty nice deal right here. And then we also have a card pack for the 16 warbands in these box sets. So if you already have the actual warbands, but you just want the updated cards, we have coming from direct only the Warbands of Spitewood. So it's the 16 warbands from those box sets, but it's just the cards on their own. They are slightly different from the cards in the box sets, but only in art. The actual statistics and everything useful in the game are the same. And these are direct only, coming in at $60 USD or $70 Canadian. And then moving over to Warhammer the Old World, we have the Arcane Journal, The War of Settra's Fury. So this is coming in at $29 USD or $34 Canadian. I think the biggest appeal here is it does have some new rules for Tomb Kings, and then also has like essentially a combat patrol or spearhead version of Warhammer the Old World. It's a little bit quicker of a fast-paced but restricted game, so you just get your models on the table and play a little Warhammer the Old World. And then we also have some new models coming along for the Tomb Kings. So we have the Tomb Kings of Khemri, Liche Priests, and the Liche Priests are mounted and on foot, coming in at $53 USD or $64 Canadian. And these are plastic models for the Tomb Kings. And then we also have the Tomb Kings of Khemri Royal Heralds. And again, we have one on foot and then one mounted. And these again are coming in at $53 USD or $64 Canadian. And they are also plastic new models.
Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop board gaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you.
Alright, and then we have 3 new Legion Imperialis combat forces. So first we have the Legion Astartes, a nice big box set right here to reinforce your lines or start a new army. These are coming in at $170 or $205 Canadian. Then we also have the Mechanicum combat force, again coming in at $170 USD or $205 Canadian. Great starting point or expansion force for your Mechanicum. And then last but not least, we have the Legion Imperialis Sola Auxilia combat force. Again, coming in at $170 USD or $205 Canadian, and a great way to bolster your lines for the Sola Auxilia in Legion Imperialis. And then we also have White Dwarf 517, and that's coming in at $12 USD or $15 Canadian, but of course the White Dwarf boycott continues. And then coming from Black Library, we have Yarrick the box set. So we have 3 novels in a nice presented box set. This will be a limited edition, special edition set available for direct order only, and this is coming in at $170 USD or $195 Canadian. And this will go live for pre-order on Games Workshop's web store at 1 p.m. EST this Saturday. And if you are after this set, I would grab it as soon as possible because I do suspect it will sell out very, very quickly. So lots of cool stuff coming this week for Warhammer Underworlds. A lot of those hard to attain warbands returning. Some new updated cards to use them in gameplay. And then of course the expansion set for Spitewood with some new warbands. Very cool for the Underworlds players out there. Then we also have for Warhammer the Old World some nice new rules for the Tomb Kings of Khemri along with a couple of models, and then some cool rules to play smaller games in Warhammer the Old World. And then of course for all the Legion Imperialis fans out there, 3 new box sets to get a nice combat force to be able to get some of these tiny little models on the table or add them to your collection. So let me know what you're most excited about, what you're going to be picking up this week. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.